Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Book Flash podcast, where we dive deep into powerful books that can change your life in just a few minutes. I'm Peter, and I'm here with the amazing Catherine.
Thanks, Peter. Today, we're diving into The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, a book that has transformed the lives of millions by teaching the importance of living in the present moment. This isn't just another self-help book, it's a guide to living a more peaceful and fulfilling life.
Absolutely, Catherine. Tolle's message is simple but profound. The present moment is all we ever have. Yet, most of us spend so much time worrying about the future or regretting the past. Why do you think that is, Catherine?
That's a great question, Peter. I think a lot of it has to do with the way our minds work. Tolle describes the mind as a tool that's incredibly powerful, but it can also be our worst enemy when we lose control over it. We get caught up in our thoughts, identifying with them as if they define who we are. And before we know it, we're trapped in a cycle of anxiety or regret, completely disconnected from the present.
Right, and Tolle calls this the pain body, which is essentially the accumulation of old emotional pain that we carry with us. It feeds on negative thoughts and emotions, keeping us stuck in suffering. But the moment we bring our attention to the present, we can start to break free from that pain.
Exactly. Tolle suggests that by simply observing our thoughts without judgment, we can create a space between ourselves and our mind. It's like taking a step back and realizing that we are not our thoughts. We are the awareness behind them.
That's such a powerful concept. And it's not just theory, it's something we can all practice in our daily lives. For example, the next time you're stuck in traffic and you start feeling frustrated, try focusing on your breath or the sensation of your hands on the steering wheel. Bring your attention to the present moment, and you might find that the frustration starts to dissolve.
Absolutely, Peter. Another key point Tolle makes is about surrendering to the present moment. It's not about giving up or being passive. It's about accepting what is without resistance. When we stop resisting the present moment, we can start to respond to life with more clarity and less stress.
I love that idea of surrendering. It reminds me of the story Tolle shares about the Zen master who, when asked about the secret to happiness, simply said, "I don't mind what happens." It's such a simple statement, but it's so profound. If we can reach a point where we don't resist life's ups and downs, we can find peace in any situation.
That's true wisdom, Peter. And it's something we can all strive for. But it's not always easy, is it? Let's be real. There are times when life throws us curveballs, and it's hard to stay present and accepting. How do you think we can apply Tolle's teachings in those challenging moments?
That's a tough one, Catherine. I think it comes down to practice and patience. Tolle talks about the importance of building a presence practice, which can be as simple as setting aside a few minutes each day to sit quietly and focus on your breath. The more we practice, the easier it becomes to bring that sense of presence into the more difficult moments of our lives.
Yes, and I think another key strategy is to ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? It's a question that can help us put things into perspective. Often, we realize that our fears and worries are exaggerated, and that in the present moment, we are actually okay.
That's a great point, Catherine. And it ties into one of Tolle's most important teachings, that the present moment is always bearable. We add layers of worry about the future or regret about the past that things start to feel overwhelming.
So true, Peter. And I think that's something our listeners can really take away from today's conversation. No matter what you're going through, remember that you can always return to the present moment. It's a safe space where you can find peace, clarity, and strength.
Well said, Catherine. If there's one thing we hope you take away from today's episode, it's that living in the now is not just a concept, it's a practice. And the more you practice it, the more you'll find that life becomes less stressful and more fulfilling.
Exactly. So we encourage you to start small. Maybe spend a few minutes today just being present. Notice the sounds around you, the feeling of the air on your skin, the rhythm of your breath, and see how that simple act of being present can change your entire day.
Thanks for joining us on this journey through the power of now. We hope you found today's discussion inspiring and that you'll start to bring more presence into your life.
And remember, the journey to living in the now is a lifelong practice, but every step you take brings you closer to true peace and happiness. Until next time, stay present, stay mindful, and keep growing.